Back in the year of our Lord 1716, Sir Alexander Spotswood, I think it's Spotswood, Alexander Spots. Okay, the royal governor of Virginia, Alexander Spotswood, took a team of people that were later known as the Knights of the Golden Horseshoe all around the Shenandoah Valley. And they built this pyramid. I'm kidding, they didn't build the pyramid. Other people actually built the pyramid later to commemorate their adventurous journey. But this band of people searching for the one ring to rule them all. I'm kidding, it wasn't that either. It was these awesome explorers, man, and they explored the Shenandoah Valley, all around the Blue Ridge, over to Massanutten Mountain. I mean, these guys were exploring people. Kind of an interesting little marker that they made a pyramid. You think they were part of the Illuminati? Probably not at all. But they did explore this area, and they've got this really cool little pyramid and this other little rock that was maybe like the pre-pyramid or something. And they've got it here on Highway 33 just before you get onto the Skyline Drive. It's kind of interesting. Little tidbit about Governor Alexander Spotswood. When they came to the Shenandoah River, they called it the Euphrates. Maybe that's why they've got like the pyramid, or I don't know. I got nothing. But of course, there's just only so much that you can say about the Knights of the Golden Horseshoe, which is why I'm in Washington, D.C. again. Every time I've been to Washington, D.C., like 4 or 5 times now, because we only live 2 hours away, and so when relatives come over to the house, like let's say my oldest daughter and of course Cody, when they come to the house, what do we have to do? We have to go to D.C. So we've been here like 4 or 5 times. We've been here in the freezing cold and in the heat of the summer, and what you see in D.C. are people biking, jogging, walking, and that's pretty awesome. So I think I need to jog a little bit. Why not start now, right here in D.C.? All right, that's about an hour and 45-minute workout. I'm there. Nothing like Zumba at the nation's capital. Check it out. You know, I would join them dancing, but I've already done my cardio, as you can see from earlier in the video, and I don't want to pull a muscle, but they look like they're having an amazing time. And of course, finding parking today has been horrible. All the parking garages are closed, and so we had to find parking, and it was just, yeah. And then you get here to the White House today, and you got like fence repairs going on. I guess they're building a wall. I get it. I'm kidding. Golly, relax. Thought I'd take a few minutes to remind you of some rights that you may not be aware that you have. Like, you have a right not to get triggered every single time somebody tweets something or somebody posts something on Facebook. You have a right not to comment, and you have a right to disengage from the news for like an hour or two a day or a few days in a row and not care what the news is talking about. You know, yes, you have a right to your opinion, and you have a right to speak your opinion, and you have the freedom of speech, and all that stuff is great, and yes, that's what America's all all about. But you know, in today's society, everybody's got an opinion, everybody has something to say, and everybody's pretty easily triggered. You have a right not to get triggered. You have a right to say, today I am taking a day off from conflict and being triggered over every little thing. So you have some rights that maybe would be good for your mental health to invoke over the next several days, weeks, months, and years. You have a right to remain silent. I know that I'm using that right. And because you know what? I don't have to have an opinion on everything. I don't have to let everything make me mad. And that's a good right to have, is just to step back and go, you know what? I'm going to chill out and not worry about some things. Let God take care of it. And hey, I'm a lot happier for it. Doesn't mean you dismiss the news. You are watching and you're an American. We definitely have a right to voice our opinion and be involved. And there is a time for that. But there's also a time to disconnect and just consider the lily of the fields. You know what I'm saying? Besides, like, every single time you sign on to Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and you blab about political opinions and stuff, people are making money off that. And I think that's the part where I just want to stop and say, you know, if you want my opinion, you're gonna have to pay me for it. That's what I'm always, you know, thinking. Why should I blab on Facebook or even here on my own channel and talk about politics or whatever? My opinions are golden. Should hire me for my opinion. I'm playing. And so there are definitely times where, you know, I'm going to give my opinion when it's necessary and when it is the most effective. It wasn't always like that when I was younger. It was definitely not like that. I volunteered my opinion all over the place. But the more people talk, the less people tend to listen to them, and they don't listen to your opinion much at all. And so it's better sometimes not to share it, which is why I'm not too political on this channel at all. I am totally getting sunburn right now. It's a bald man's curse. I brought no sunscreen to DC. It was supposed to be like cloudy and rainy today, but imagine that the weather isn't what they predicted in DC. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. There is so much to love about the Library of Congress, but one of my favorite things to love about this place is that, well, it's air conditioned. I'm just saying, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, everything is amazing in here, but it's really nice when you're trying to get away from the heat.